Acquired cataract part 2. In this part, we are going to discuss the other important types of acquired cataracts. The first important is the metabolic cataract. Under metabolic cataract, we are going to discuss about the diabetic cataract, the galactosemic cataract, the hypocalcemic or tetanic cataract, the errors in the copper metabolism, and the Lewis syndrome. So the first type is the diabetic cataract. So in diabetic cataract, we can have senile cataract in diabetics, which is actually considerable as pre-senile because it is development of a senile type of cataract at an early age. And the second is a true diabetic cataract. It is also called as a snowflake or snowstorm cataract. What the problem here is that the glucose is being metabolized by NADPH plus dependent aldose reductase. Now this enzyme converts glucose into sorbitol. There will be accumulation of sorbitol leading to overhydration. Now overhydration will lead to fluid vacuoles under anterior and posterior capsules leading to snowflake opacities, which may either resolve or mature. The most common symptom here is fluctuation of refractive errors. So change in the number of the spectacles. So here we can see the image of the snowflake opacity seen in the diabetic cataract. The next type of cataract is the galactosemic cataract. So we are all fairly known to galactosemia. We learned it in the biochemistry part. So galactosemic cataract, the most important feature here is that it is a reversible cataract. Under galactosemia, we have a classical galactosemia and a non-classical galactosemia. Under classical galactosemia, there is deficiency of galactose 1-phosphate uridyl transferase enzyme. Under non-classical, there is deficiency of galactokinase enzyme. The clinical feature here is a oil droplet central lens opacities, and mostly the galactosemic cataract is a reversible and preventable by avoiding milk and its milk products. So here we can see is the oil droplet central lens opacity in galactosemic cataract. Moving on to the third type, we have the hypocalcemic or tetanic cataract, which can show two features. We can have multicolored crystals, or we can see a zonular cataract. And zonular cataract is generally seen in infants with hypocalcemia. The fourth important one is the errors in copper metabolism, which is the Wilson's disease. In Wilson's disease, it is basically a hepatolenticular degeneration. Two things that we see in the ocular effects of Wilson's disease is a sunflower cataract. So we can see the deposition of copper in the anterior lens capsule and the subcapsular cortex in the stellate pattern. And the second is the KF ring, which is the Kayser-Fleischer ring. It's seen in the peripheral part of the Descemet's membrane in the cornea. So here in the image we can see the sunflower type of cataract and the KF ring, which is a golden brown ring. The fifth one is the Lewis syndrome. Now Lewis syndrome is actually an oculocerebral renal syndrome. So it is an inborn error of amino acid metabolism. So in ocular effects we see congenital cataract, glaucoma and blue sclera. While in cerebrorenal part of the disorder, we can see mental retardation, dwarfism, osteomalacia. We can see frontal prominence and hypotonia. Moving on to the second type after the metabolic cataract is the syndermatotic type of cataract. Syndermatotic type of cataract. Bilateral and at young age, the syndermatotic cataract means lens opacities associated with cutaneous diseases. The most commonly that we see is the atopic dermatitis plus atopic cataract, also called as the shield cataract. The second one that is very important is the dystrophica myotonica, which shows Christmas tree cataract. So in this image, we can see the Christmas tree cataract showing needle-like opacities. Third type is the electric cataract, which is showing punctate opacities. They mature rapidly and are associated with the electric current. The fourth type is the radiational cataract. We have classified it depending upon the type of radiation exposure. We can have an infrared exposure with the prolonged type can lead to discoid posterior subcapsular opacities and true exfoliation of the anterior capsule. Since it is seen in people working on glass factories, it is also called as glass blowers or glass workers cataract. The second is due to irradiation like X-rays, gamma rays, neutrons. So it will take a time period of 6 months to few years for the cataract to develop. And the third type is a UV radiation on a long-term basis can lead to senile cataract. The fifth type is a drug-induced. So mainly we classify drug-induced cataracts into corticosteroid-induced, miotics-induced and others. For corticosteroid-induced and miotic-induced, we have a mnemonic which is PCAM. PCAM matlab posterior subcapsular opacity seen in corticosteroid and anterior subcapsular granular type seen in miotics. For others, we have A, B, C, G. A for amiodarone and allopurinol, B for busulfan, C for chlorpromazine, and G for gold. The sixth type is a complicated cataract. Complicated here means secondary to other intraocular disease. Now, etiology, the most common etiology is chronic anterior uveitis. For others, I have a mnemonic DIG. D for detachment, so retinal detachment. D for degenerative disease. I for inflammation. I for intraocular tumors. And G for glaucoma, which can be of primary type and secondary type. Now, the clinical features of the posterior subcapsular cortical cataract is seen, and other features include breadcrumb appearance, polychromatic luster, and that's why it is called as the rainbow cataract, diffuse yellow haze, dirty white to chalky white appearance, and deposition of calcium in the later stages. So this is the image. And last but not the least is the traumatic cataract. Most common we can see is the discrete subepithelial opacities. Under blunt trauma, we can see a rosette cataract, which can be early or late. So this is the image. Under perforating trauma, we can see sunflower type of cataract, the image we had seen earlier. And others, we can have traumatic zonular cataract, diffuse concussion cataract, and early maturation of the